The entire world was watching, not just an NBA arena or just the United States. The entire world watched as Steph Curry, in the final moments of the Olympic gold medal game, put everything on the line to do this.
Back to Curry. Lovely dribble, puts it up. Oh, this is extraordinary.
4 shots, less than 3 minutes, and just like that, the game was over. But here's where it gets controversial, because after that performance, NBA players, legends, and analysts didn't just call it great, they started saying something else. They started putting what Steph Curry did that night above everything, including Michael Jordan's legendary final shot. Instead of asking why, the real question is, why not? You see, the Olympic gold medal game in Paris wasn't just a fight for an NBA title. This is a matter of national pride. This is about legacy. This is billions of people watching at the same time. For Steph Curry, this was something more too. It was his first Olympics, the one thing missing from his resume. He already had 4 NBA championships, 2 MVPs, and had changed the game forever. But no Olympic gold medal in his trophy cabinet made this Noah Lyles statement hit even harder.
The thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA Finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States?
But even when the Avengers came together to win Team USA the gold, Steph Curry wasn't himself at first. The shots weren't falling, and he averaged barely over 7 points a game. And for the first time in a long time, it felt like the stage might be too big for him. And then came the semifinals.
Curry comes back and puts the US ahead.
That shot against Serbia wasn't just a bucket, it was a reminder. A reminder that when it mattered most, Steph Curry would always show up.
In that first quarter, when nothing can get going, that was the moment where you was like, thank God for Steph Curry.
Steph Curry showed up with 36 points and dragged the USA into the gold medal game. And suddenly, everything shifted.
Hey, Ann said I just showed up 3 days ago.
Hey, my boy just got the Bears about 3 days ago, but we so glad he got here.
I don't know what to tell y'all, man.
Finally, Steph Curry had arrived just in time. The final was against France on their home floor. France had an alien in Victor Wembanyama, as well as Rudy Gobert with a young, strong core around them. This team kept closing the gap against Team USA, possession after possession. What should have been a comfortable win turned into a tense one-possession game. As the game went on, the crowd came alive, and for a brief moment, it felt like this could slip away. But then, Steph Curry responded.
Kicks it out to Curry. Again, makes space for himself. Oh, unbelievable.
The Curry flurry kept the pressure on the French team, and with each shot, you could feel the energy in the building start to change. What was once belief for France started turning into concern. And then came the third. At that point, it stopped feeling like a response and started feeling inevitable. The defense was there, the hands were up, the coverage was correct, and none of it mattered. That's when the reaction started pouring in. Damian Lillard said, "Steph crazy, LOL." Jalen Brunson simply called it ridiculous. Trae Young posted, "We're witnessing greatness." DeMar DeRozan said, "Chef." Josh Hart summed it up best. Steph went into God mode. Because that's exactly what it looked like. Not a player getting hot, but a player taking control of the outcome in real time. And then, he ended it. That final shot wasn't just a dagger, it was a statement. Deep range, heavy contest, complete confidence. The kind of shot that doesn't just win games, but it shifts how people understand what's even possible. In less than 3 minutes, Steph Curry scored 12 points, all from beyond the arc, and it turned a close game into a gold medal. This wasn't just clutch, that was legendary, and NBA players couldn't believe it or compare it to anything else that had ever happened. The moment those shots went down, the game ended. But the reaction was just getting started. Because what Steph Curry did in those final minutes didn't just shock the crowd in Paris. It hit players, analysts, and fans all at the same time. And the response was immediate.
He showed on the highest level he's clutch. Those last 4 shots were pressure shots because if he misses them, it's a different game. People are going to remember this moment in Steph's career more than probably any shot he's...
That right there became the center of the conversation. Not just that he made the shots, but the fact that every single one of them mattered. Miss even one and the entire outcome could change. That was not just different, it was spectacular.
When you are as spectacular as Steph Curry was in a game against Serbia that would have denied Team USA a trip to the gold medal game if Steph Curry hadn't showed up and saved the day, dropping 36. And then in the gold medal game, the 24 that he scored, all on 3-pointers. And oh, by the way, 4-4 in the last 248. Ladies and gentlemen, what can you say? It was spectacular. Steph Curry was spectacular.
Now, the story wasn't just about one game. It was about a run. From saving Team USA in the semifinal to closing the gold medal game himself. Back-to-back Monte Murray went further, calling him top 5 ever. Manu Ginobili called it ridiculous. Frances Tiafoe said he left Earth. Naomi Osaka reacted with a goat emoji. Saquon Barkley said, nah, Steph is ridiculous. Mikal Bridges looked at those shots and said, these are layups. Because that's what made it so hard to process. These weren't normal shots. They were deep, contested, off-balance threes in the biggest moment of the game. And yet somehow, they looked routine. But more importantly than the shots, notice that these reactions are not just from basketball players or just people in the USA. These reactions came from all kinds of people from different places. That's another confirmation that this was the biggest stage for a player to complete his legacy. And this is where Curry completed basketball.
I ain't never seen a man that made me get off my ass on the couch and go start shooting basketballs now. That was crazy.
This wasn't just appreciation. It wasn't just respect. It was disbelief. Because this didn't feel like normal greatness anymore. It felt like something else entirely. And that's when the conversation changed. Because once the shock settled, people started asking a different question. If this wasn't normal, then how does it compare to the most iconic moment we've ever seen? Once the shock from Steph's Olympic shots had settled enough for people to process what they had seen, the comparison started. Not to another great game, not to another clutch performance, but to the most iconic shot in basketball history.
Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead!
Michael Jordan, Game 6, 1998 Finals. One possession that ended a dynasty. A steal, isolation at the top, one crossover, one shot over Byron Russell, championship sealed. It is the definition of clutch, the moment that defined an era. But what Steph Curry did that night forced people to look at it differently, because this wasn't one shot. This was 4 separate moments where the pressure reset every single time. 4 chances for the game to go the other way. 4 shots where the margin for error didn't exist, and the difficulty wasn't even comparable. Jordan's shot was a mid-range jumper inside the arc in rhythm. Steph's were from deep, off the dribble, contested. One of them from near the logo with defenders closing in. That's the difference, not just in style, but in risk. Because those shots aren't supposed to be reliable. They're not supposed to decide championships. And yet, in the biggest moment on the global stage, Steph made them feel automatic. While Jordan's shot completed a dynasty, Steph's moment completed his legacy. It wasn't just about winning. It was about proving he could deliver at the highest level in a completely different environment, under a completely different kind of pressure. And that's why the debate even exists. Because when you break it down, it's not just about which shot looked better, it's about difficulty, volume, stage, and what it meant for the player in that moment. Jordan gave the perfect ending. Steph created something the game had never really seen before. The NBA's history is littered with great shots, and so is the Olympic basketball games. But while one shot made history, 4 shots changed how people talk about it. Steph Curry didn't just win a gold medal that night in Paris. He forced the basketball world to reconsider what the most legendary moment actually looks like. But at the end of the day, it's still the people that decide which is the most iconic shot. So we ask, do you agree that Steph Curry's 4 shots to win gold in Paris is more iconic than Michael Jordan's shot against the Utah Jazz? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you want to know what Steph's teammates think about him, watch what teammates of Steph Curry had to say about him next.